all across the nation. Want me to teach you everything I know about masturbation? I made Congress mad. They got a real bee in their bonnet, 'cause I spanked my monkey in an intern's dress, got my love ink on it. They were irate, think I'm just a reprobate. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about which Gore girl I want to impregnate. Left Arkansas a long time ago, but I really don't miss it, since I showed my wiener to this trailer park hoe and told her to kiss it. I got the skills, though I may not be a genius. They say that I'm crooked. Well, hell, so is my penis. I ain't bitter. I never been a quitter. I was only 6 when I knocked up my own babysitter. My name is Bubba Clinton, and I'm an assholic. Hi, Bubba. I get booty like a lactose-intolerant baby gets a colic. I don't apologize for the way I live my life. You'd be like me, too, if you were married to my wife. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... My name is... What? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... My name is... What? My name is... Slick Willie. Smoked pounds of reefer in college, but swore to God I didn't inhale. Got busy on Miss America like a bitch with a charge card at Bloomingdale's. Had a health plan idea, but it didn't pass. Whitewater gave Foster diarrhea, so I had to bust a cap in his ass. But now the tragedy in Littleton makes me realize guns are bad. I guess that's why Congress won't let me do to Kosovo what I did to Baghdad. Want to send in ground troops to stop that Milosevic? Knock him for a loop, 'cause he's just a punk-ass bitch. Every time I want to get military, they be giving me grief, 'cause I'm a draft-dodging weasel, but I'm still commander-in-chief. Critics say I'm phonier than Pamela Lee's implants. Tried to take me out like them too, but they blew their big chance. I got lots of problems, but I don't want to bother you. I got my hands full just trying not to screw up Yugoslavia. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... My name is... What? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Slick Willie. Hi, my name is... My name is...
Used to be a rock and roll junkie, living on the beach in the sand like a clam. But now I'm kind of funky, whoa, yes I am. I'm your methadone maintenance man. Your methadone maintenance man, yeah. La 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 la. One of these days I'm gonna spit this scene. Won't need no dope and no soap. I'll be Mr. Clean.
Imus in the morning.
Other than a church, many couples choose to be married in a garden, on a boat.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chief Justice, President Eisenhower, Vice President Nixon, President Truman.
Imus in the morning.
This 4th of July reason that you see more of that rocket, and you see the rocket do something that he doesn't have a history of doing, and that is winning in the postseason. But right now, I'm sure a lot of Yankee fans would love to have David and Homer and Graham back in the fold. It's almost noon. Steve Summers here, you there, until Ian and Bob at 1 on the Fan New York.
Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN.
It's baseball's All-Star Game.
Sports Radio 66. The Fan. WFAN. New York.
Well, good afternoon to you. And now you be. It's 12:04 and 45 seconds Tuesday afternoon on the Fan, New York City. The sweater, Russ Solzberg, off until Friday. Steve Summers here, you there. Dave Bunzel and Eddie Scazzeri on the other side of the glass.
The Eddie Scazzeri?
No, Ed Mio, the new backup goalie for the Rangers on the other side of the glass. 718-937-6666 until Ian and Bob at 1 on your Fan New York. And by the way, Joe LaPointe.
Today, all I care about is Bernie, Chuck, Lou, and Bob. You know who Bob is?
No, I don't.
No, well, we won't go into that. You made one of your greatest... you made one of your greatest statements Friday that I've ever heard about loyalty.
Right.
There's nothing I can stand more than that loyalty.
Right.
And you know what's going to happen?
No.
You're going to get it. I'm coming down there with a caravan.
You're not coming down anywhere.
You're not doing
You old
anything
fool.
of the sort.
You can't do anything. I'll have you arrested and pistol whip you. Fool. God.
You got plenty of insurance?
Man, if you just...
Hey, where's that suit?
By the way,
What?
you all be sure and pick up a couple of jugs of Fred's hot stuff at all Stop and Shop supermarkets. You can
Hey, we're surrounded by him here.
also buy turquoise buffalo tortilla chips there.
The governor will tell you how many Stop and Shops we got here.
All Stop and Shop tortillas. And if you had to be in Lincoln, Nebraska, you can pick them up at Mel's Diesel there, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wow, my grandmother used to live about 50 miles away. So,
You, Dennis,
why, you're a little slow today, I man.
so you
A little slow?
all ready for the big State of the Union tomorrow night?
What's that?
Said you ready for the President's State of the Union address tomorrow night?
No,
Will you be watching that?
I don't think so.
What will you be doing?
I think I'll go out and try to ride my cab around. drive around Beacon Hill. See if I can catch the governor.
Hey, Charles, what does it mean when that light is flashing on the back of a cab? Does it mean they're being held up?
Or I honestly
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
have that. We have that in Boston.
Oh, you do?
That means a goat needs help.
Bill Clinton covers Billy Paul. Y'all?
Me and Paula Jones, we had a thing going on. It was probably wrong to show her my schlong, but it's too late now. I flashed her my meat in a hotel suite way back when in Little Rock. Took a chance when I dropped my pants. Them trailer park trollops, they make my knees knock. Me and Paula Corbin Jones. Paula Jones, Paula Jones. We got a case coming up. I was pretty hard up, but now I got to interrupt her due process now. I gotta be out of office before she can testify. But if the court denies me my immunity, then Hillary will most certainly crucify me and Paula Corbin Jones. Paula Jones, Paula Jones, Paula Jones, Paula Jones, Paula Jones. We had a thing going on. Hey, Paula, how about you drop the charges for me, baby? I'll apologize. We'll let bygones be bygones.
You're now on the phone. My wife, Deirdre Coleman. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. I heard you talking about where we went last night.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm hard of hearing.
Oh, my God, that's an understatement. It's like bringing Helen Keller to an art exhibit. I mean, it's just...
Yes, but I mean...
Honey, it's so embarrassing when the Richard Ford was up, or Sam Shepard, actually, because, you know, there's a lot of yucks coming out of him.
Yeah.
And people would be laughing, so I'd bend over and tell you what he said. And you laughed.
Shut up, you didn't either.
Literally 30 seconds after everyone else, and it's like, who's this idiot? You know, he finally got it.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
You know what he does so he can hear better? He puts on his dark sunglasses.
That always works for me.
and he puts his head down. He sort of cocks it to the side. Thinking,
In the morning.
If you're a Grand Prix racing Fan, don't miss Speed Vision Network's exclusive live coverage of the Formula One. You take the tape out of my VCR, which is recording, by the way, and he said to me, well, it didn't look to me like it was. Oh, shut up. Take the tape out. Stop the tape that's recording in my VCR. Right. I have a television that has a VCR included. It's all one deal.
Yes.
Nobody beats the Wiz doing
unit.
it. Yeah, one unit deal. Takes it out, and to watch the tape, and my question is, one, why are you in my office? And two, why are you in my office touching things?
Why are you touching the equipment?
Why are you touching the equipment, which I would
You've
never...
never mind me touching things in your office before.
No, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would never go in someone's office and touch anything without at least saying something. So I think that's presumptuous and rude.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I apologize.
But your apology is not acceptable.
No, not good enough.
It's no good.
Because it's not good enough. Because you shouldn't have done it in the first place. Because I would not go to your house and and you're not home and walk in and start fooling around with a VCR.
Sit on your cowboy hat.
Exactly. I don't. And then, and even more important here is why weren't you back there working on preparing your next sportscast?
It had already been written.
As opposed to back watching yourself on some tape from MSNBC on my VCR in my office.
Trying to be like you, I think, man. It had already been written.
What had?
The sportscast.
It can always be rewritten. Rewritten.
He's having a stroke.
You can always write it again, can't you?
I guess it can.
You know what writing is? Writing is rewriting, Mike. And haven't we discovered that?
Rewritten and rewritten again.
That's exactly right.
Sure.
Write it again and again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rewritten and rewritten again.
Many times.
Yes, a lot of times.
Somebody get the polygraph.
5 or 6.
Please don't yell.
I'm not yelling. I'm just
I don't
saying
know if
that.
I could go through another incident.
No, well, the last time well, don't even get into that, how you screwed me last
That's what
time.
I'm saying.
I love you, bro.
Attempted to screw me.
Don't even remind him of it because it could have started all over again, couldn't it, I-Man?
Yes, it's not as bad, though, as what the general manager did to me because Mike was mad, and so I sort of forgave
Thank goodness he was there.
Although, it's still low rent, but I understand.
But it's over.
But with the general manager of the radio station here,
what?
The way the things that what he told Bernard and Lou and Breen was, oh God, don't even get me started.
What did he say?
Yeah, well,
how bad was it?
Wait a minute. I mean, he just stabbed the I-man, right? Just took a big old butcher knife and just stuck it right in. And like Fred Imus had the best point.
What?
Is Bernard and Breen and Lou squeezed him just a little tiny bit. What if he'd have been squeezed by, say, the FCC or some big-time sponsor or something? You know, he got squeezed by 3 of the folks on the show. He didn't get squeezed by,
Look what we're doing. We're revisiting this whole issue right now, aren't we?
And
why?
Because Breen
was back into fiddling with the equipment.
Right. Broached my office. And then not only went in there where he's not allowed.
Over the wall. I'm not allowed in there?
No. Because you can't be trusted, and there are valuable books in there. Not that you'd read one of them.
Right. But you would resell one.
But you certainly would steal it and resell it.
Except that hustler back there.
And then touch my equipment.
Ooh. Yeah. That's
how I got the job. All right, here now with comment and observation on headline issues of the day. I'm in Washington senior political analyst, the late Richard M. Nixon.
Yes, indeed. And a most merry holiday greeting for you. Imus in the morning. A poem of the season, if I may.
No.
'Twas the night before the inaugural, and all through the hill, everyone was wondering, do you think Bill really will? The answer came swiftly. Within hours was the call. Now pardon them, pardon them, pardon them all. With apologies to Clement Moore, I do.
Sure.
So anyway, phase 2, America held hostage, is just about all in place, eh? And Janet Reno remains as Attorney General. I am a little surprised, I must confess. I guess Bubber just realized that he'd take too much heat if he Lanny Guineered her, which clearly he wanted to do since she's behind a couple of those special prosecutor appointments.
Well.
And one supposes he also realizes that it doesn't make any difference because he's going to pardon everybody from the McDougalls to Mel Reynolds and Mark Furman, for crying out loud, just to make sure there's no possibility that he's overlooked somebody.
Yeah.
And by the way, now Archibald Cox is whining that the Independent Counsel Act is being abused, and special prosecutors have got to be reined in.
Yes.
Where were you 25 years ago, buzzhead, when you were killing me over Watergate? Do you sense a little hypocrisy here, J.D.? Archibald Cox, Watergate prosecutor, now in a sudden seizure of virtue, says independent counsels must not see their function purely as a pursuit of a target to be wounded or destroyed. Well, what did you do to me, you bow-tied sucker? Jesus. Oh, sorry about the sucker, Dono, but for crying out loud, I got cold coxed back there in 74, thanks to Mr. Probity, if you'll recall, much as Michael Ovitz did the other day at Disney, it strikes me. Tasted the bitterness of abject defeat, eh? Unceremoniously dumped as Disney's number 2 guy? Well, at least it leaves the company in good shape, being run by a micromanaging megalomaniac with a tickle-me Elmo ticker, Mike Eisner, who sheds top management faster than those slobbering hounds shed hair in 101 Dalmatians. What else? Oh, I know. What's up, I-Man, with Sandy Berger and Tony Lake? There's a couple of interesting appointments. Lake to head CIA, his butt boy Berger succeeding him as Clinton's national security advisor, and both of them are under investigation as a couple of minor league Michael Milkins. Well, Jesus, can the Clinton people come up with anybody who's clean, just even as a novelty? Well, very sorry, I forgot. You got a Christmas card from the Pant and Pantyhose Loads, right? Let me then clamber on board. Finest administration in the history of presidential politics. And I heard him exclaim as he moved further right, "Go, baby! I'm feeling your pain tonight." Oh, and Merry Kwanzaa, I dude. Dick Nixon has left the building.
On July the 2nd, 1953, I was serving time for armed robbery. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I was sleeping in my cell. I heard a whistle blow, then I heard somebody yell,
Imus in the morning.
Chill out with an air conditioner from The Wiz with the best
Hood. Imus in Washington, Snoop Doggy Dog.
I think it's about time for me to hit these against upside the head with some of that West Coast gangster shit. Oh, wait.
Fresh from the pound, the howl of the hound. The sound is renowned, gonna amaze and astound. I don't fetch, roll over, or beg, but this dog's best tricks when he's lifting his leg. Sometimes I've been acting like a mutt, like when I ask a bitch if I can sniff her butt. Call me Baskin Robbins, I got the scoop on the killer. OG trial was nothing but a case of chocolate and vanilla. With black folks on the jury panel, Simpson wouldn't be going on the bargain value channel to sell ugly ass shoes and come up with some money, or get the Bronco and make like the Energizer Bunny. It's one thing to post bail and make an end run around jail, but once he tipped that justice scale, to get any artist now got to hold a yard sale. Though there was a big difference in the way this jury found him, and it's better to drink at bars than be sitting behind him. When you talking compensation, damages are punitive. Freedom may be nice, but it's so expensive.
Upside your head, say suits upside your head. 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 Say suits upside your head.
Controversy shaking up the Pentagon. Seems G.I. Joe and G.I. Jane, they be getting it on. And if he knew that servicemen could be so smarmy, Clinton would have reconsidered enlisting in the army. He could give himself a presidential pardon if he got caught with a gravy purple heart on. But even Bubba now got enough smarts, got to respect another private's private parts. Women's groups screaming reprehension, demand sanctions and suspensions for officer easing the tension when his little soldier in the helmet is standing at attention. Them female recruits want to have some control over who they're gonna have in their own foxhole. Yo, you and them dressed blue, I want to show you something. Look at that. He's saluting at you, baby. Ha ha.
Talking with Mike Francesa, attorney on the morning program about the NCAA tournament, which starts today.
We're doing a show the other day in the afternoon, and we do it from this studio. And Don's assistant Dana, who is just tremendously capable and very, very bright, comes in, and she is chaining a chair to the wall. And we said, "What is going on?" Well, Imus wants the chair chained to the wall so nobody sits in it. What's next?
Well,
what is that? Somebody takes your food every day?
Your radio sounds funny in the morning. You're listening to Imus in the morning.
You have a chair like that at home?
No. Oh, yeah, I do have one similar to this.
It has handles, though, so Deirdre can push them around.
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio
Subway Series at Shea Stadium with your chance to win tickets right now.
It's round 2 of the Mets-Yankees Subway Series at Shea Stadium this Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We've got the most tickets to give away here on The Fan. Right now, it's time to give away a pair of Mets-Yankees tickets for one of the Shea Stadium games. Caller number 66 at 1-800-821-66.
Area around Sacramento, and officials worry that the levee system, already stressed by all the earlier storms, could give way. Sergeant Reuben Meeks of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department says with more rain predicted for the weekend, they're getting ready for possibly the worst.
We're anticipating that this is going to be a weekend close to the very first week we had out here in Sacramento County, where, in fact, in Northern California, where we had everyone on in the emergency operations mode.
Some areas received 3 inches of rain from the latest in this ongoing series of storms. Forecasters say another storm this weekend could bring several more inches, and yet another storm is off the coast that might move ashore on Monday.
Got great news, though, if you shop at Safeway out there on the coast.
Okay, here it is.
Well, I mean, can't announce it yet, but very close to giving you yet another reason to go to Safeway. They're great supermarkets, by the way.
I believe I get this.
I grew up with Safeway stores.
So did I.
In Vons?
I did too.
Floods washed my house away.
Doing it. He's doing it right now.
Yep, you are.
Oh, you're in the West Coast? Good news. You can go to Safeway.
I know.
Hundreds of homes are inundated.
Right.
The levee system may give way. 3 inches in the last storm, 4 inches today, maybe another storm on Monday, and
I was offering people a positive, something to look forward to.
They can't get to the grocery store, you knucklehead.
But hey,
By
it's good
boat?
news.
But good news, though.
Come on up.
Well, when the water recedes, there'll be yet another reason to go to Safeway.
What a fool.
I would recommend that you do all of your shopping at Safeway anyway. Pending this big announcement that may or may not come.
Yeah. What's the announcement?
I can't tell you.
You can't even hint.
No, of course not. But could be some big news for folks out there. Shopping at your Safeway. A bunch of Safeways in Sacramento, by the way, you know.
Deluded.
Just an idiot.
Out of his mind.
Or maybe there's none in Sacramento. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, if there are.
People on top
If
of
there
their
are
house.
there in Sacramento, and if they're out of the water.
With oars in the water.
Maybe the water isn't up to that particular shelf level yet.
See, here's what Lou and Bernard claim. They claim that I am so self-absorbed.
Claim? Go ahead.
And preoccupied with, what's going on in my life that it doesn't make any difference what sort of news they bring me. My response usually is, well, I'll give you an example. They walked in one morning and they told me that somebody at the radio station had a relative who had passed away. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Dope.
And my response, I was reading. It was around 5:15 in the morning.
Didn't even look up.
And, no, I did.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't even look up.
No.
I don't think you looked up.
You never do.
Okay, well, they walked in and they said, so-and-so's, mom died. And I looked up and I said, did you know that we were number 1 in Boston?
You do that when you're on the phone with people, too.
I do?
Somebody will tell you his wife and kids were just killed in a car accident. I'm sorry, bro. Did you see Fred's new poster?
And particularly if it happens to some horrible thing has happened in one of our affiliated cities, and
Right.
In Little Rock, that plane went down in there. In Little Rock, yeah, you see our figures and numbers out of Little Rock. They're
Well, it'll be there, by the way, in Little Rock.
There you go.
There you go. You're doing it now.
Well, because I used to think Kinky Friedman, my friend of 20 years, was the most self-absorbed person on the planet, but apparently he's not.
No, he went to school on you, believe me.
Well, I just, I don't know.
You don't deserve the oxygen that's in the room with you.
I'm not that way with my wife.
Well, of course
with
not.
Deirdre. Well, what do you mean, of course not?
Well, she'll slap you down. We know that. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But when Deirdre talks to me, I actually hear what she says, which to some people I don't.
Well, you better.
She's a megaphone.
No, not I better, but I mean, some people I don't hear what they say. I don't know, there's something. But she has a
crisp voice.
She has a great voice. She has a great voice.
A lot of sibilance.
Yes. And so and usually what she doesn't, it's usually interesting, so.
I said $500 in 20s.
So last night we're in the apartment. She's in the kitchen. And the elevator opens, the elevator opens right into our apartment. So I had bought her some roses yesterday, 2 dozen red roses. And so the doorman, one of those ingrates, not Jesus or Frank, but one of these morons. So Jesus and Frank are the only 2 doormen I even talked to there, and Matt the all-night guy. The rest of them are losers, and should be fired, by the way. Get out. But they send up these roses. So I holler at Deirdre, would you come help me? There's something in the elevator I have to get out. And that, I think Tanagraphics had sent up, they sent up Fred's poster. So I was getting that. So she snapped at me. My wife did.
Sure. Yeah, I understand
I'm busy doing something, or whatever she said.
Yeah.
Well, and
then what?
Well, then she came, you know.
Yeah.
And then, of course, saw the flowers and felt, well, she felt pretty bad.
Sorry she had snapped.
What an old fool. She was sorry she had snapped at me, so.
2 dozen roses were.
But my wife, let's get on the phone. This will be a good. This will be a good indication here.
We'll just. Anybody have Patrick Ewing's phone number?
Okay, bring this up on the line.
Okay. Hello?
Honey, it's your husband.
Yeah?
We're on the radio here.
Yes?
Deirdre.
I'm here, honey.
I know. I wanted to just warn you that we're on the radio so you wouldn't, you know.
Okay.
So I was talking about last night when you were in the kitchen. Remember? And the flowers came up on the elevator.
Yes.
And you remember how you snapped at me?
Yes, I do. But it was for a good reason, like always.
Well, okay. Okay, what was the good reason?
Well, the good reason was I was in the middle of making something for you, and you had a package coming up on the elevator that you were waiting for.
Right.
And so then you start screaming, "Come here, come here!"
Right.
And usually when I hear you say that, it's because you know you can't lift something.
Box of cereal or something?
So I usually have to do that.
Honey.
What?
Is it necessary to embarrass me on the radio that I couldn't? I can lift a lot of stuff.
Well, honey, there's other things that you do well.
Okay. But then I bought you flowers, didn't I?
Yes, you did. You brought me beautiful roses.
Okay. How many roses did I buy you? See?
2 dozen.
Okay. You know what the problem is? You are spoiled on this flower deal.
You know, this is ridiculous. What, did you want me to count them? I mean, there's so many in there.
No,
there could be 20, 30, I don't know.
No,
but there's at least like 24.
My point is that you're getting that I buy you roses too often.
Yes, you do. You send them to me at least once a week, sometimes twice.
Okay.
And it gets to be a little too much, and it's tedious after a while. I don't enjoy it.
Pardon me?
I admire this lady's
It's tedious and I don't enjoy them?
Well, it should be something, you know, I mean, you do send them a lot to me.
Fine, guess what?
What?
You'll never get any more.
Why?
Well, because you don't appreciate them.
Yes, I do.
Well, right, well, now you said it's tedious.
Well,
and then you know what she does?
What?
She lets them dry out.
Yeah.
And then and then she hangs them upside down. So if you go downstairs, there's dead roses hanging every place. Looks like a mortuary.
Well, I like dead roses better than real roses. Like,
Fine,
fresh roses.
That's what I'm going to send you from now on, dead flowers.
Well, that would be a nice change.
Well,
you know, using the little imagination there. There's the same exact kind of roses and the same color.
Oh man, I'm telling you, you're.
And when I go out and count them now, I guarantee there's 24 because it's always 2 dozen.
Let me tell you something. You used to be the sweetest person. And you've turned into a witch. You turned into
I'm so horrible. Aren't I?
Yeah, you're a horrible person. Ugh.
Oh, honey, come on.
You're wasting the estate's money.
I'm wasting the estate's money?
That's the crux of why she's upset.
And of course it looks like a mortuary.
Hey, honey, guess who's here? These are people from the Pork Council?
Yeah.
The new sponsors of the people from the Pork Council, honey.
Ah, the other white meat. Great.
You're kidding me, right?
No, honey, I'm not kidding. My wife doesn't eat meat, so.
I know.
I don't eat meat.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Why?
Pardon me?
Excuse me?
I was asking Bernie why.
Why what?
Because I know where he's going with that.
No, it's a good source of protein. I think that's where Bernie
See, and Bernie's talking about the other white.
Oh, honey, get off the phone. You're disgusting.
What a filthy mind.
You know, what a filthy mind you have.
Disgusting.
You're unbelievable. You used to be the sweetest little thing. And you've just turned into this.
Now, let's just be realistic here. What am I supposed to just pretend I'm naive and just overlook that?
Yeah, it's not white anyway. It's pink, honey. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm colorblind.
Good. I'll see you later.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Oh, shoot me in the head.
God.
My wife. On the phone here. But you see what I mean? That's the point. She doesn't appreciate these flowers. I'm not going to send her anymore.
Yeah, it's now gotten to the point.
And I don't send them once or twice a week, by the way, but every couple of weeks. Yeah. Because I love her. She's a sweet little, she's the sweetest thing on the planet. But she doesn't appreciate them.
It's becoming routine.
Yeah, and tedious, she said.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
So she didn't even want to come get them off the elevator.
Send them back down.
You get them off. By the way, she doesn't have to help me lift stuff around. I can lift plenty of stuff.
Such as?
Well, I get their firewood usually.
Well, that's not bad.
Hand me that remote.
That's unbelievable. I treat this woman like a little princess, and what does she do? She bitches about it.
Well, she knows. Dana, send my wife some roses. Hey, what's so hard about that?
Yeah. You pick them, by the way.
Be creative.
What do you mean, let's be creative?
Think of something different, for crying out loud.
Apply your mind here.
Well, flowers are nice because they look nice in the foyer there, and they do, big bunch of them. And there's.
Well, but I think you're going to have to go another direction. I think we can see that from this conversation.
Well, she doesn't want jewelry and stuff like that. She doesn't want anything like that.
Get her a new lunchbox or something.
She won't wear jewelry. She doesn't want any clothes. She doesn't want anything. So, can I get her?
Well, the heck with her.
She wears Fred's clothes and a junk from the Gap.
Give her cash.
Doesn't want any cash. I tried to give her money.
Yeah.
It's like when you were dating.
There's nothing you can get her.
Sylvia,
Yes, Mickey.
how you call your lover boy?
Come here, lover boy.
And if he doesn't answer?
Oh, lover boy.
And if he still doesn't answer?
I'd simply say, Imus in the morning.
All right. Here are the I-Man Summer Reading Selections for July. First up,
My friend, stepping proudly from the on-deck circle, knocking the sand from my cleats with a tap of my bat, and hurling a Roberto Alomar at the Clinton administration, it is I, Rush Limbaugh, the Babe Ruth of bombast, the Lou Gehrig of grandiloquence. And today, I consider myself, the luckiest man on the face of the earth. You see, there's a potential disaster even greater than that of the Dole campaign to occupy the hearts and minds of the media. The millennia-old conflict between the Arabs and Jews.
Oh, yeah.
They've never been able to play nice, have they? But just as hope springs eternal, so do Clinton campaign opportunities. Bubba continues to shamelessly exploit world events to further his own political cause, employing photo-op foreign policy. What better way to sew up a few more thousand votes than launching missiles at an oil-hoarding sand monkey or playing referee to the world's most venerable problem children, the Arabs and Jews, on the eve of the debate? If the way he handled Hussein was good for a major bump in the polls, what do you suppose a few well-placed patriots along the Fertile Crescent would do? I tell you, that might even be enough to get my vote. But nothing he's done thus far is as transparent as his playing host to the Arafat-Netanyahu bilateral chat and luncheon date, where, despite the news blackout, we were able to assume two things. BLTs were probably not served, and Netanyahu didn't pick up the check. One thing is for sure, they ate in an atmosphere of tension rivaled only by that of Ovist's and Eisner's appearance on Larry King. Ah, to be a roach on that wall. Would you please pass the salt? We will not, without the concession of the mustard. You know, if you think about it, the primeval conflict in the Middle East resembles the time-worn struggle between the Democrats and Republicans. With Israel and Egypt, both sides claim they are right. The same can be said of Dole and Clinton, except with Bubba, the slide away from the left is only for the benefit of the campaign. At its basic elements, the crux of the Hebrew-Arab dispute is equivalent to the fundamental contention between Dole and Clinton, a shady land deal. In many ways, Bob Dole is like the Jews, with an unparalleled integrity and strong moral center based upon a firm religious belief. Bill Clinton, on the other hand, well, would you be surprised to hear that he's been locked in estrus with a farm animal or two? Coming up, Bill Clinton's letter to a friend calling Robert Dole the biggest prick in Congress. I've got a ruler, and we'll just see about that after this.
All right, here now on the Imus in the Morning program, Rush Limbaugh and Secret Agent Man.
There's the man who leads our nation, Bubba. And he's acting like a shameless money grubber. John Wang and Charlie Tree donate to Clinton's charity. Odds are they will give him
him more tomorrow. Secret Asian men, secret Asian men, they've given you some money to use in your campaign. Be careful of James Reedy and Group Lippo. If there's a paper trail, you'd best get out your Zippo. Oh, and head off the firestorm by preaching campaign reform. Odds are they'll forgive you by tomorrow. Secret Asian men, secret Asian men, they've given you some money and you take it with no shame. Swinging, doing the Macarena one day, and luncheon at a Buddhist temple next day. Oh, be careful, Mr. Gore, of Fred Thompson, the senator. Odds are he'll give you a call tomorrow. Secret Asian men, secret Asian men, they've given you some money that you'll have to disclaim. Clinton, Bill Clinton, Baba 07. Ironic that Moneypenny would pose more of a problem for him than Pussy Galore, don't you think?
This is Julius
And Ethel.
Rosenberg. Did you know that the majority of dead people are Jews? 85% of all dead people are Jewish. So remember, if you persecute Jews when you're alive, boy, are you going to get it when you're dead.
Imus in the morning.
Hi, can New York...
Regular Ricky Martin.
On the...
You ought to start. If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Do you do it yourself, or do you go to like Frederick Fekkai, or?
No,
So
have it done. About once a month.
You go to a salon and have your hair colored.
I do.
Get out of the stadium.
Oh, I
Jesus. What are you?
You are one of my heroes.
Yeah, you're a major league baseball player.
Do you want me to sit here and lie?
Yes. Yes, I want you to lie. I don't want you to tell me you go to a salon and have your hair colored. What are you, nuts? My image.
Have your toenails done?
God almighty.
Imus in the morning on the fan. Sports Radio 66. WFAN.
WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good evening, it's 6 o'clock. This is Bob Huesler.
Hey, Mama, here's a me to Baba. Embargo, Montenegro, maybe Sarajevo, Slovenia, across the Adriatic Sea. There's a place called Kosovo. That's where we're gonna go to do away with them all. Time to make a stand. All you ethnic Albanians, don't you let Slobodan force you out into a no man's land. Stay down in Kosovo, Croatia. Ooh, I wanna take ya, babushka, your mama. Such a pretty drama. Embargo, Montenegro, baby, why don't we go down to Kosovo? We'll kick some ass, then we'll kick some bone. That's where our bombs will go. Way down to Kosovo. Take those Serbs and kick them to the curb. Send F-117s to enforce the democracy. Yugoslavia is great as a place to start a World War III. Missiles taking flight, contrails on moonlit nights. Milosevic better hide or rethink his little genocide. Way down in Kosovo, Croatia. Ooh, I wanna take ya, babushka, your mama. Such a pretty drama.
make them all go boom. Everybody knows a little place like Kosovo. Now if you wanna go and do away with them all, go down to Kosovo, Banja Luka, Croatia. Oh, I wanna take ya, babushka, your mama, such a pretty drama. Embargo, Montenegro, baby, why don't we go down to Kosovo? Kick some ass, then we'll kick some balls. That's where our bombs will go. Way down to Kosovo, Banja Luka.
Here's my guy, Rock Newman. Good morning, Rock.
You have become an American icon.
Yeah.
On the cover of major magazines.
Time and Newsweek.
White people all over the country pay attention and listen to you especially. And what I want you to do, and the rest of the white people in America, give the brother his due.
Oh, well,
give Jesse Jackson his due. Give it up, white folks.
Well, we're very happy for him.
Unroll your fish. Give it up. That was great.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
He went in and got 3 of our boys.
Oh, no, I know that.
You know what? He brought them home alive. Let me hear you say, go, Jesse, go.
Go, Jesse, go.
Run, Jesse, run.
Run, Jesse, run.
That's the issue. Right on.
Louder. Run, Jesse, run. Louder. One more time. Run, Jesse, run.
Imus in the morning. Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
All right, here's some books I think you might want to check out.
There are 400,000 words in the English language, and there are 7 of them you can't say on television. What a ratio that is. 399,993 to 7. They must really be bad. You know the 7, don't you, that you can't say on television? Huh?
Imus in the morning.
Well, you've heard me talk about... All right, here now, from the New Jersey Nets, our friend Jason William. Good morning, Jason.
Hey, yo, Imus in the morning, man. What's up, Big Daddy Imus, man? Y'all are crazy, man. Both y'all in McCord are crazy, man. Both y'all off the hook, man. You know what I'm saying, Imus, man?
I don't understand that.
Hey, yo, Imus, man, I heard you talking to the great Bill Russell yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you something, man. Was you two holding hands in the studio, man?
Well...
Swapping spit journal commercials, man? Sound like Bill Russell got himself a new bitch and shit. Imus in the morning, man. Nah, I'm just playing with you, Imus, man. I'm just playing, man. Hey, yo, Imus, man, I read your boy Mike Lupica's new book, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, talking about leaving notes to his son and whatnot, man. Yeah, I like that. That's nice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, Imus, man, I almost got locked up by the police for leaving notes under my first son's pillow, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to break in the house to do it, man. The bitch had to order protection on my ass, man. You know what I'm saying, Imus, man? Yo, you live and learn, man. You know what I'm saying, Imus, man? How you doing, Imus?
I'm fine, Jason.
I know that Imus is a good dad, man. You know what I'm saying? A few years, I know you're going to want to leave message under your son's pillow, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except the way you're looking today, the only way you're going to get a message to Wiley, you're going to need a Ouija board, man. That boy's going to need to have a seance to get the scores, man. You know what I'm saying, man? That's cold, man. You know, I'm just playing with you, Imus, man.
Yeah, that is cold, Jason.
Yeah, but getting back to basketball, Imus, man, you know, the year was a big disappointment, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it was.
I ran my big mouth like I was Imus in the morning and whatnot. You know, talking about the Nets going to do this, we're going to do that. You know, the Knicks can't touch this. I was going to kick you in his butt. Now they in the playoffs, and where we at, man?
What?
Colin Powell done, let me talk, man.
Okay.
Colin Powell done got fired, my nose got broke, my leg got broke. I can't believe I ain't picked up the pipe, Imus, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me do a shout out to Jesse Jackson. Yo, Jesse, help a brother out. Come rescue my ass from the Nets, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man, it ain't easy, man. My leg's in bad shape, man. I'm tired of being pushed around in a wheelchair, too, Imus, man. I want to get me one of them motorized jammies, man. Imus, man, how much did you pay for yours, bro? Nah, I'm just playing with you, Imus, man. Hey, yo, Imus, man, where's Mike Breen at this morning, man?
Well, whenever they have a Knicks game, he's, I don't know.
He's out sniffing Patrick Ewing's jock.
That'll be fine.
Man, you know what I'm... Hey, yo, Warner Wolf, man, what's up, man?
Yeah, man, hey.
Hey, yo, Warner, man, every time I want to say, let's go to the videotape on TV, I get nervous, man, you know what I'm saying? Because one time I was in court to support my homeboy. He was on trial for sticking up a 7-Eleven, but they had the whole robbery on camera, man. So the judge said, let's go to the videotape. My boy went to Rahway State Prison for 12 and a half to 25, man. That was cold, man. You know, that was sad, too, because he owed me $50. You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, yo, Imus, man, since I've been injured, time, I've been reading the papers and following the news, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm outraged, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't blame you.
But now I found out that Abner Louima, the dude that he said the police stuck a plunge up his butt, man.
Yes.
They found semen in his stool, man.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they did, man, for real, in his poo-poo, man. Could that happen from a plunger, Imus, man?
I don't know.
Well, let me just say, like Johnny Cochran might say, if there's cum in it, you must have quit. You know what I'm saying?
That'll be fine,
No
Judge.
justice, no peace. Hey, yo, Imus, man, let me ask you a question.
No, you're through. You don't have
Hey,
to.
Deirdre, man, ask if she saw my beeper. I think I left it under the bed, yo.
Beep, beep, bye, bye, boo, boo, bum. I smell smoke in the auditorium. Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get stoned. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Imus in the morning.
It's baseball's all-star
Game. Guess the outcome. Earlier today, during one of his famous riffs, the I-Man once again failed to control his temper, terminating one of his staff. You're fired or suspended. You and David Hinckley are both suspended from the program. But who did he fire? Was it A, Bernie, B, Lori, or C, Al Rosenberg? Okay, hopefully you've made your choice, and here's the answer on Guess the Outcome.
Just do the cards, Lori, and go inner fitness somebody.
Well, the answer is B. If you guessed B, congratulations, you've won. Tell them what they've won, Lou.
Big wampum.
Hey, Bubba, I'm a little confused about Dole's campaign slogan. How's he gonna get people to vote for him when he's telling them just don't do it?
That's not his campaign slogan, Beavis. That's his anti-drug slogan.
Oh, that's different. I didn't think anybody needed a bumper sticker to discourage him from voting for him.
Yeah, they can do that on their own.
Dole shouldn't be too quick to get people off drugs. That's about the only group left that could still end up voting for him.
Just another desperate act of a desperate old man, Beavis. That's why I got so crazy about keeping Perot out of the debates. He'll do anything to be elected president.
He couldn't be elected president if he kept you out of the debate.
I just wish he wasn't blaming me for the drug problem this nation's youth faces today, Beavis.
Well, whose fault is it? Rogers? He doesn't have a drug problem. He's got his.
Over 1 million more young people are doing drugs since I've taken office, Beavis. Enough to fill every football stadium in America.
Wow, I didn't realize there were that many Jets fans.
1 million more people on drugs than there were 4 years ago. Do you realize what that means, Beavis?
If they all vote, Ross Perot could end up with more than 19% this time.
You know, Beavis, I've always been all for having Perot at the debates. I think it would make for some classic television.
People would think it was a rerun of The Wizard of Oz. Dole, the Tin Man, you, the Cowardly Lion,
and Perot, the Munchkin.
Nope, he'd be one of those flying monkeys.
Bob Dole, I have a feeling you're not in Kansas anymore. Click your heels together.
Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. Imus in the morning.
For your attention, that is all.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Imus in the morning.
Oh, you gotta see how she looks like a grape. You gotta see how she looks. You know what else? David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff will be on.
David Hasselhoff is a homo. What are you talking about?
No,
Some Hollywood suit using wrinkle cream. Get out of here.
Did you see me?
Stupid looking.
We're gonna put this intravenous between all your wrinkles. I'm very serious.
Get out of here. I'm begging you.
$10,000 check.
Bernie, go get my gun that Bo gave me, by the way. he's not been sick a day.
Yeah, just like his dad. Doesn't whine. He's never sick.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
We're not going to take him to McDonald's, but if he at some point says he'd like to go, well, then we'll take him.
Are there any rules?
Well, the rules are, we tell him what the rules are, we tell him who's in charge, what the rules are, and what the consequences are. But, I mean, there are no rules against eating a hamburger. We just don't serve it in our home. We don't serve meat.
Sounds pretty wobbly to me.
He loves the stuff she's giving him now.
There's disaster ahead.
You know, your
There's
dad...
no disaster ahead.
Your dad never ate hamburgers when he was around.
You son of a bitch.
In the morning. Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
This is the Imus in the Morning radio program, WFAN New York, an Infinity Broadcasting Station. The current Central Park temperature, 74 degrees.
Hi, man. How are you?
I'm off at jury duty.
Oh, big deal. You know something?
Yeah.
You know what? The last time they called me, I didn't even bother to go.
You're kidding.
I don't want to be bothered with that foolishness.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to go on vacation.
Didn't they fine you?
No. I don't guess they cared either. Oh,
They
that
did
feels
nothing.
better. I had a tissue stuck up my nose.
Oh, come on, yo.
You know, I do it to stop the downflow. You know,
Yeah.
listen. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting airtime on Al Sharpton?
He's my man.
This man has no visible means of support. Where does he get his money? He and Jesse Jackson are two of the most sickening men on this planet at this point.
I resent that.
They are creeps. They are horrible. They prey on the very same people they claim they're trying to help.
Right.
They go around, they are so happy when things like Abner Louima happen so they can stick their big noses in. And I'm so glad Abner Louima's representative told them to stay away.
Yeah.
Because they're nothing but trouble.
Right.
And they need to go to Promise Keepers, too.
They do.
And promise to stay out of people's lives. These people, you know, they're leeches.
What I'm
they're
saying.
leeches.
Are you married?
No, I was, but...
What happened there?
Oh, please. Give me a break.
Tell me about it.
I got married at 18 and divorced at 18 and a half. Forget it.
What did you find out?
Uh-huh.
What did you discover about this guy?
He was a creep, but you know what? We get along better now than we did when I was married to him.
Are you still having sex with him?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Give me a break.
That was a legitimate question, wasn't
No,
it?
you know what? I just can't go there anymore. I'm just not the marrying time.
Yeah.
Marrying time. It's just too much of a pain.
Do you have a man in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay, you know.
What prison is he in?
No stress.
Shut up, Bernard.
Shut up, Bernard. You know, Bernard needs to go to Promise Keepers himself.
Tell me about it.
But you know what? But you know, listen. I was talking about something here. Let's not talk about me. My business is taken care of.
I want to talk about. I want to talk about you.
Why are you bugging?
Leave
Shut up, Bernard.
Leave Reverend Sharpton alone.
I don't like this man.
Well,
I'm
fine.
telling you, the man is dangerous. He's what's wrong with this country. People like him.
Well.
People like him and Jesse Jackson. Go away. Go away.
Get a job.
Well,
Leave people alone. Try to get Marv Albert on your show.
How about if we try to get Bernard to shut up? How about that? That'd be the first thing.
Shut up, Bernard.
Yeah, shut up, Bernard.
Baby, you don't say that when I'm in your house.
You wish.
Yeah.
You wish.
What do you do for a living, Cecile?
I work at a home care agency. I told you that.
You did?
Yeah, we take care of the elderly and the infirmed.
You don't smack any of them around, do you?
The elderly and the infirmed.
You don't smack any of them around, do you?
Oh, no, I don't take care of them. I send people out to take care of them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know.
So.
And I sit there with my Walkman on and try to block everything else, you know.
What do you listen to on your Walkman?
I listen to, you all are practically off by the time I get to work.
Yeah.
And then I switch over to, you know, Kiss or something or other, you
The
know.
hate whitey stations.
Bernard, just shut up.
Bernard, I'm not going to tell you this anymore, Bernie. Now stop it. Behave yourself. Go to Promise Keepers.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Later.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah. All right, here now the Imus Morning program, Reverend Al Sharpton.
When I scored, you score. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't be or
because you may not have where others have or come from where others come, you can't go where you want to go.
The people that spoken, I'm more than a token. Julian ain't gonna be the one to be heartbroken. I always was a player, now I'm gonna be the mayor. Give Ruth the message, she ain't got a prayer. When I said I would run, well, everybody scoffed. Now I'm the one who's laughing cause we gotta run off. I'm the status quo's absolute worst nightmare. Gold chains and medallions and my Jimmy Pop hair. They say I'm too slick when I spout my rhetoric, like a lunatic with a superfly walking stick. But the other one I'm packing in my drawers make you sick. Make that plunger look like a toothpick. Got the juice and the flow, and there ain't no doubt. All the bitches want me in they nappy dugout. Gonna get me some booty when I do my civic duty. And bust a cap on Rudy cause he blow like Hootie. I'm Reverend Allen, I know you all are wondering why. All of a sudden I got juice. Chickens have come home to roost. I ain't no demagogue, champion of the underdog. Kiss me, I don't care, just don't be messing with my hair. I'm bigger than Smalls, more puff than daddy. So fly, Tiger Woods wanna be my caddy. When I'm done with Messenger, you'll see that old hag covered in poop in a giant leaf bag. I got the skills and I got the finesse to get me into a crazy mansion address. Attitude may be a little high and mighty, but I got no fear cause I've been stabbed by Whitey. Nobody but me thought I ever had a chance, cause like Delbert, I was a victim of a circumstance. Used to be perceived as a media parasite till Abner Louimo showed me the light. So don't count me out, cause the bell ain't rung, and the fat bitch with that horny helmet ain't sung. Tell Rudy Giuliani that he gonna be a goner. Biggie Sharp's gonna be the one they call his honor. I'm Reverend Allen, I know you all are wondering why. All of a sudden I got juice. Chickens have come home to roost. I ain't no demagogue, champion of the underdog. Kiss me, I don't care, just don't be messing with my hair.
God, I hate Bernard.
Oh, man, I tell you.
Well, because, Bernard is a disloyal weasel.
Now, how do you figure that?
Well, because I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll talk to you later about it. No, not because of Delbert.
I didn't give you the right response.
Bernard Getz. You don't look so bad. Here's another. That's what you just did. That's what you just did to Bernard McGirt. You Bernard Getz to Bernard McGirt.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Look at the mess that this cover of Newsweek is. See what a great cover time is?
Yes, it is.
That's a great cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm offering my services.
Sure.
And I'll be happy to design your covers for you for a month or two, and I guarantee you that your sales will increase dramatically.
Mm-hmm. Shut up.
Yeah, please.
What, are you going to put a cactus on the cover or something?
No, how about your bald head?
Ever heard the expression, there's nothing like a good cigar? Well, we've got
any personal partisan causes or to any duties other than the awesome duties of this office, the presidency of your country.
You must leave now, take what you need, you think will last.
Accordingly, I shall not seek.
But whatever you wish to keep, you better grab it fast.
And I will not accept.
He understands your orphan with his gun.
The nomination of my party for another term as your president.
Crying like a fire in the sun. Look out, the saints are coming through. And it's all over now, baby blue. Imus in the morning.
All right, here are the I-Man Summer Reading Selections for July. First up, The Silicon Boys by David Kaplan. Kaplan, a prize-winning Newsweek journalist who rips the lid off the secrets of Silicon Valley.
Diary, it hasn't been that great a week. Somebody found the videotapes of those fundraising coffees we held a couple of years ago and gave them to the morons at the campaign finance hearings. Fortunately, the one with Johnny Huang don't have a soundtrack on it. It got erased that night when Ickes and I had a few beers and tried to dub in some phony Jackie Chan movie dialogue.
Mr. President, I am Johnny Huang. Your kung fu is no match for my drunk monkey style.
Speaking of movies, Senator Thompson made this big dramatic speech telling me to step up to the plate and take responsibility for the whole mess. If he were only that dramatic in those crappy pictures he made, he would have won an Academy Award by now. God, I hate that Herman Munster-looking bastard. Can't let on that I do, though. Don't want to alienate him too much. He might still have Lori Morgan's phone number. Love, Bubba.
Talking on the phone is not my speed. Don't send me no letter, cause I can't read. Don't be long, cause I be gone. We gon' rock and roll all night long, cause I'm ready. I'm willing. And I'm in the morning.
This Sunday, discover the...
What a lady, what a night. Oh, I got a funny feeling when she walks. I recall it ended much too soon. Oh, what a night. Hypnotized and mesmerizing me. She was everything I dreamed she'd be. Sweet surrender, what a night. I felt a rush like the rolling of a thunder, spinning my head around and taking my body under. What a night. Oh my, got a funny feeling when she walks. I recall it ended much too soon. What a night. Why'd it take so long to see the light? Seems so wrong, but now it seems so right. What a lady, what a night. I felt the rush like a rolling of a thunder, spinning my head around and taking my body under. What a night.
CBS FM 101.1. Oh, what a night. Four Seasons, December 1963. It's 9 past 11 now with Mike Fish.
His wedding and the old folks wished him well. You could see that Pierre did truly love the mademoiselle. And now the young monsieur and madame have rung the chapel bell. C'est la vie, say the old folks. It goes to show you never can tell. I'm up in the morning.
All right, let me tell
I'm up in the morning.
The wee summer of fun is back with a summer.
It actually fits, and
Finally.
now who makes that suit you have on this morning? You do?
Who do you think?
But I mean, it's a white suit. White. I mean, you look
white.
You look like a gay postal worker. Doesn't he?
Whoa. I bet you think you wanted to be on that ship with those Marines going to Greece.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Hey, Fred, are you still there?
Clothes suck.
The stuff you designed for us at the Autobody Express, of course, we can't,
Sucks, man. We couldn't
sell
give it away.
Well, why don't you advertise it once in a while? Hey, Fred, I got a bone to pick with you.
I bet you do.
You know, you know, you named a snake after Bo and a bull after Tim Russert. I mean, what about me? I mean, you know, we've been friends for a long time. I mean, what about me?
We don't have gerbils at the ranch.
In the morning.
Good, Chuck.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
Fuji Films, family of films.
Was
is up on the podium. It's going to be a few seconds, though, before he's able to start because there are a lot of people outside filing in. So we'll just have to wait for these folks to bear in. But it's 2 nice wins in a row, 8 and 4. Still in first place, 4 to go. Yep, just you can hear Frank Ramos. A lot of people outside. Chiefs beat the Cardinals 31-24. We just have the final score.
I'm not great.
How's your mom? A lot of people outside. Takes a while for them to file in here. This room is just off the locker room.
Need to get some gas on the way home.
And Bill's standing up on the podium waiting for us.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Guys, there's room up front.
A lot of people outside. There's not much more I can tell you, folks.
That's about it.
A lot of people outside.
Why do they throw it to him? Why don't they wait till they're ready?
Exactly.
I saw cats over the weekend.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN.
Hey, Sheriff.
I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want a chance to be myself. I've spent 1,000 miles of coming. Yes, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield. Imus in the morning.
This is the Imus in the Morning radio program. It's 9 o'clock, WFAN New York and Infinity Broadcasting Station. Time for Imus in the Morning news and local developments first.
May I speak to Barney Fife, please? The most disturbing statement from day one of the great ranch broadcast experiment. Imus in the morning. And I quote, you know, some of these chickens are better looking than others, if you know what I'm saying. You recall who said that?
No.
You did, Noah. What the hell are you doing, J.D.? I tuned in MSNBC, and with you sitting there wearing that hat, it looked like an episode of Jimmy Dean Invades Animal Planet. You know, I did not sign up here to do essays on Green Acres. Jesus. The only thing you haven't done is put on a pair of overalls and hold up the telephone number BR549. The world's going to hell in a handbasket, and you've got a goat on your desk. And you're broadcasting from something that sounded like you were surrounded by Frank Perdue's entire inventory on crack. Am I having a nightmare? Junior Samples and Grandpa Jones are dead. Hee-Haw's not even on in reruns. And chickens are walking salmonella infections. God almighty, get a clue, will you? You know, I hate being a scold, J.D., but they took Hockenberry off the air, and in his condition, he wasn't half as lame as this. Give us a break. Now then, that said, how was vacation, Donald? Good? Enjoy yourself? Relax a little?
Well, now that you ask, yes, and as a matter of fact,
who cares? Anyway, as I said, the world is absolutely hellbound. Hillary is actually going to run for the Senate and is stumbling around New York on this listening tour scam, trying to con people into thinking she gives one single solitary damn about them. Idiots. Oh, did you see Bubber wade into that bevy of young soccer babes the other day after the World Cup? Was that edge of your seat time or what? You just waited for one of their heads to drop out of view and for some play-by-play guy to go, score! Gratuitous, I know. Yeah. Well, back to Hillary for just a second. Now she's trying to re-ingratiate herself with the Jewish community by backing away from her statehood for Palestine rap. So out of character for a Clinton to flip-flop for popular consumption, eh? Oh, and speaking of flip-flop, now McCord's back with face fuzz and a goatee at that. What's the motivation there? Some sort of Yasser Arafat sympathy thing? Grow up, you old fool. Okay, let's conclude. For Mrs. Clinton's New York listening tour, I have something I'd like for her to hear. Die! While you're wandering around New York with your AAA interpreter, take your dirtbag husband and visit a munitions factory and blow up. Will they never go away? Quick, down and dirty view through the Dickscope today. Text by Dick Nixon, another former and quite dead president of the United States.
I got to quit.
We lost O'Brien in the morning.
We lost the Iron Man.
It's your big chance. What's our time?
Right.
What's our time?
Hey, all right. We lost the old goat.
How many minutes after the hour?
14.
Hey, 14 minutes after the hour. O'Brien in the morning. Charles, what's up?
Well, heck, I don't know, Pat. What's up with you for crying?
The Iron Man better phone in.
I don't know. You know, I'm irritated. I bought a TV set, a big screen TV set.
Can I get some damn coffee in here?
And I couldn't get the thing hooked up, so I said to Linda, I said, get those bastards over here.
Good to see this.
How's that working out for you?
My heater didn't work. You better go to commercials.
All right, well, we'll be back. We'll
we'll get this straightened out.
When we walked into the room, I said hello unnoticed. You said goodbye too soon. Breezing through the clientele, spinning yarns that were so lyrical. I really must confess right here, the attraction was purely physical. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. Imus in the morning.
It is 20 minutes past the hour, and I am Imus in the morning out at the Imus Ranch in Ribera, New Mexico, in the Aflac Hay Barn. And we were talking with Pat O'Brien from Access Hollywood, and then the line suddenly dropped out. I don't know if there's a message there or not. But anyway, back with us now, live from Hollywood, is, for the San Fernando Valley probably, is our friend Pat O'Brien. Good morning, Mr. O'Brien.
Welcome to Best of O'Brien. Here at, I took over the show for about 30 seconds.
You know, here's the thing. Bernard and I were talking during the commercial break.
Yeah?
And I said, it sounds like something's wrong with O'Brien because, and Bernard made the observation that we're not getting the same, what did you say, Bernard?
The old snappy repartee, banter.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why am I back on?
On O'Brien's end.
Why am I back on then?
Well,
because you're my friend, Pat.
Keep hope alive.
I've been a little preoccupied. I'm writing a diary for Sean on the Dodgers' improbable season.
Well?
Like the Lou Pickup book, you know?
Right.
Oh, sure. But we're speculating.
Wow,
we're speculating that maybe you're a little too comfortable out there in Hollywood. That's all.
No, not at all. In fact,
maybe you've gone Hollywood.
In fact, I have a couple of announcements which I'll make on the Imus in the Morning program.
All right, make them now.
Well, no, I plan to scatter them out.
Oh, okay.
But one includes Joseph Abood.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You coming out now, Pat?
And one includes a career addition for me.
Oh, okay. Something new you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be in New York in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, I'll be invited into the studio. And by then,
studio.
By then, I should be winning the Tim McCarver Propecia hair contest.
What is the Abood deal?
There's a good chance. Well, I may go back with Joseph Abood. Have him doing all my clothes exclusively.
What about your wife?
Well, but did you? I didn't know you'd ever.
No.
I didn't know you'd ever abandon Abood.
No, we had several other contractual deals at Access Hollywood. I really can't talk about this, but I guess I am, aren't I? Anyway, we'll have some big announcement. I'm surprised Abood hasn't mentioned it to you.
So you had it. Well, I don't talk to Abood anymore.
Oh, okay.
His mouth is full.
So, but didn't you have an Armani deal?
No, we had a couple of other deals that included Armani. Yeah.
Okay, but just between you and me.
Armani.
All right, just between you and me, and I'm reluctant to say this.
That will be made soon.
I was talking, Pat.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say to you that you look better in the Abood stuff than you did the Armani stuff.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Okay.
I think the Abood stuff is great.
Yeah, Abood has better colors and better fabrics and better textures and stuff, at least in his suits and sport jackets and stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to argue with me on this.
Oh, I'm not arguing, Pat. I'm just trying to get a word in here on my program.
It's your program until the equipment goes down, and then it's my program. Okay?
And we're hoping that...
I'm staying out here as long as I can so I can take over this program again.
So anyway, as the line dropped out, I asked you about the Katzenberg deal. Is that the big deal out there in Hollywood or not?
It's big news in Hollywood, and it was big news.
The document I hold in my hand, for the love of God, just go away. I have been joined this morning by some of the distinguished Americans who assisted us in our consultations. It is with heavy heart that I call on each to make a brief statement. First, a man often described as the most trusted figure in America, Walter Cronkite.
Thank you, Senator. I have only stepped away from my role as unbiased reporter once before in my long and storied journalist career, when I said to our military, get out of Vietnam. Now I do so for a second time, as I say to Bill Clinton, get out of my hair. Yes, enough is enough. The embarrassing travesty of you and your wife's transparent, insipid ceremony for the New York Yankees the other day was the final blow. And I do mean blow. as that's what certain team members seem to do to you. Please tell that mendacious, mousy first faker you're married to never again sully the honor of previous Yankee teams by putting on a Yankees hat. Thank you, get out, and good night. Thank you, Walter. I now recognize, representing the political arena, the late Richard M. Nixon. Mr. President. Indeed, thank you. Well, the occasion today, calling on a president to get the out of town, is one of mixed feelings for me.
Yeah.
I cannot ignore my patriotic duty.
No.
And so, I shall ask President Clinton to resign the office of the presidency, effective noon tomorrow. For me, I cannot condone the collapse in security that permitted sensitive information to reach both foes and friends alike. Mr. Clinton, please, just go. You refer, of course, to the loss of the Chinese of our nuclear data. I refer to this idiot letting it be known that he saw in Paula Corbin Jones someone he would actually want to kiss his joy worm. That cannot be excused, in my view. Thank you, President Nixon. And now, from a nascent third-party movement in our nation, H. Ross Perot.
I'm here at great personal sacrifice, Senator. Great personal sacrifice. But happy to get to put my 2 cents in on canning this fat bastard in the White House. Did you see that over-emoting speech of his about canceling the war in Kosovo? Did you? What the hell was that? Oval Office address or the dead dog scene out of Old Yeller? Get out, you overwrought syrup-sucking sap, and take that turd tub wife of yours with you. Much obliged for having me on your panel.
Thank you, Mr. Perot. And finally, representing our nation's military-industrial complex, the late General George S. Patton, Jr.
And he, Senator, as you were, drunk. I am honored to join this group of citizens, all of whom serve the defense of their country. Unlike the man whose service we're here today to terminate, if at all possible. There has never been a more shameful attempt to create a legacy than we've just witnessed in Bill Clinton's inane, pointless adventure in Kosovo. And now, his wife's inane, pointless adventure in New York, the home of my beloved West Point, where I graduated in 1909. I'll be damned if some calculating wife of a draft dodger is going to become a United States Senator from New York. If there's a shred of decency remaining in you 2 pet-load sons of bitches, you'll just fade away and leave us alone. Thank you for your attention. That is all.
Thank you, General. So, let the word go forth from this time and place that even I have had it with Bill and Hillary Clinton. And may I say, your confusion may be excused if you ask not whether the characters in the new Austin Powers movie, Fat Bastard, a foul-mouthed 500-pound henchman, and Dr. Evil are not, in fact, the President and the First Lady of the United States.
The preceding announcement paid for by the Democratic National Committee and the Future Trailer House Owners Association of Arkansas.
Of danger. To everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Imus in the morning.
There is no better time.
Telecommunications Fan Highway Patrol.
Imus in the Morning 2020 Sports rolls on.
The next home run, and this may be it. This may be it. Headed toward the bullpen area, and gone. Ken Griffey Jr. has won the home run derby. What a night at Fenway Park. Good morning, Mike Breen with sports. Our friend Charlie Steiner, the call on ESPN Radio. Last night, just the appetizer, the home run derby. Tonight, the main course, the 1999 Major League All-Star Game, featuring all of your favorite ball players, including Ken Griffey Jr., who, as you heard, won the home run derby. But Griffey Jr. also creating quite a stir by saying he will commit vandalism at Fenway Park tonight.
To go out there and maybe take something, maybe chip some paint off the wall, stick it in the bag and take it home. I mean, there's something that I will take out of this ballpark before we leave.
Boston police say they will arrest and press charges against Jr. if he takes anything from Fenway Park. You're just an idiot, God. Donna Summer will sing the national anthem. Ted Williams, the Red Sox Clipper, will throw out the first pitch. Starting pitchers in the game, Pedro Martinez, he'll start for the American League, Curt Schilling for the National League. Joe Torre is the American League manager, Bruce Bochy, the National League manager. The trainers in the National League, Dave Tumbas and Greg Lynn. In the American League, the trainers are Jim Rowe and Steve Donahue. Tonight's official scores are Bob Elliott from the Toronto Sun, Charlie Scroggins from the Lowell Sun, and Dave O'Hara, a former Boston Associated Press writer. I am begging you to stop this. Meanwhile, big college football news. Florida Atlantic is relaunching their program, and the school has picked a big-name coach to lead them back to football prominence. Howard Schnellenberger has signed a 7-year contract despite being 93 years old. Schnellenberger led Miami to a national title back in the 1930s. He's also named the late Bear Bryant as his offensive coordinator. Meanwhile, from Prairie View, they've suspended their football coach, a guy named Greg Johnson, while the school investigates alleged irregularities of the football program. He was placed on administrative leave after the university received tips alleging these irregularities. The question is, why would anyone investigate Prairie View, which had lost 80 straight games from 1989 till September of last year?
What is he alleged to have done, Mike?
They don't say that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm working on the story. You can count on that, man.
You'll have that tomorrow, I bet.
WNBA scores from last night. The Detroit Shock surprised the Orlando Miracle. The Phoenix Mercury shot sky high in defeating the Utah Stars. The Cleveland Rock...
Are you doing any announcing for these WNBA games?
Yes, I am.
You are. And which team do you announce for?
Well, it depends on the week. NBC does a different game every week.
Oh, so that's why you're shilling for them now.
The Cleveland Rockers rolled past the Minnesota Lynx, and the Washington Mystics were a mystery to the Charlotte Sting, beating them 74-71. The Lady Hoopsters now in their All-Star break, which will take place tomorrow night at the Garden. Game is sold out. Showed you how far women's athletics has come in recent years. Another example, those Booters with Hooters, the U.S. women's soccer team, touring the nation after their World Cup title. And that's sports. I'm Mike Breen.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. But you make me feel, you make me feel like Imus in the morning.
The Win Summer of Fun is back.
Go from deep throat to deep throat. Well, after perusing shadow, I don't know about you, but I'm concluding that the term shadow really refers to an image on a Bob Woodward brain scan that reveals a malformation that explains this piece of
Imus!
Listen up, people. Copyright 1999, CBS Radio, all rights reserved. Imus in the Morning is a presentation of WFAN and Westwood One Entertainment. That is all.
This concludes the entertainment and revenue-generating portion of your broadcast day. We now return you to the rest of your local programming schedule, an indecipherable embarrassment of broadcasting incompetence that compelled this station to subscribe to the Imus in the Morning program in the first place. The entertainment and revenue-generating portion of the broadcast day, the Imus in the Morning program, will resume tomorrow morning. Check your local listings for time and schedule.
The Fan, Sports Radio 66, WFAN New York, an Infinity Broadcasting Station. WFAN 2020 Sports.
Good morning, it's 10:01. I'm Joe Thomason.
2 for 12, 11:58, 52 seconds, almost noon, almost 12 here on the Fan New York.
Sports Radio 66, the Fan, WFAN.
Research shows that mothers...
You're home for baseball's All-Star game tonight at 7:45.
Sports Radio 66, the Fan, WFAN, New York.
Well, good afternoon to you, and hey, be it 12:04, 20 seconds, Tuesday afternoon on the Fan, New York City, with the sweater. Russ Salzberg, Steve Summers here, you there, and the kosher kid, Dove Kramer. Eddie Scazzeri on the other side of the glass.
The Eddie Scazzeri?
No, Eddie Rickenbacker. Who do you think we're talking? 718-937-6666. For a Tuesday schmooze, another hour of it until Mike and the Mad Dog at 1 on the Van New York.
We're talking with Tim Russett of NBC News and Mike Barnacle of New York Daily News. And
Yesterday, Tim and I had a great opportunity to be reminded of you because we brought our boys by to see Ted Williams. We had about a half an hour with the great man with number 9 in this hotel room here in Boston.
And it was quite reminiscent of being with you because Ted is 81, he's had a stroke, and he sits in a special chair.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
What in the F were you going to say?
About what Hillary was doing.
What were you going to say?
What Hillary was doing. Hillary officially sets foot on the fundraising trail this week.
Well, we don't care.
All right.
If she's on a listening tour of New York, I listen to this. Lose some weight.
Go to Richard Simmons' house and listen to him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go listen to a Sweating to the Oldies tape. Tonight's Speed Vision will pay tribute to Pete Conrad, commander of the second lunar landing, Apollo.
Alphonse was from Island Park, New York, down here, you know, and he did fine for New York. He brought home the bacon. People loved him. Rudy can do the same thing. But not if you're a crook from Arkansas.
A buck-toothed crook from Arkansas, right? Well, Bernie, put in a request for her to appear on the program. Do we have one in?
No, we don't.
Oh, we don't?
No.
Oh, we'll officially invite them then.
Right away.
Because, and at some point she doesn't have to appear on the program, but
you never know.
Maybe she has other plans, so.
I bet
that'd be good,
win.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But I can't imagine if they would do that. Can you, Charles?
Well, she very well might. Just to demonstrate that, she can and survive the ordeal.
She shows up in an Autobody Express shirt, and then Iman will be all over for the rest of the campaign. Rudy who?
You mean one of the new Autobahn Express shirts for women?
Yeah. Right. She donates $5 grand to the ranch, and
oh, well, if she's
the best statesperson
to the ranch, I'll campaign for her. It's 22, DeLeo. Uh-oh, here from the New Jersey Nets now.
Wait a minute.
Is Jason Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Hey, yo, Imus, man. What's up, man?
Not too much.
How come you ain't had me on in a long time, man? Trying to duck a brother.
Because you haven't called.
Hey, yo, Imus, man, congratulations on your sleepaway camp for kids, man. That's a great thing you're doing, man. A lot of my friends, they think you're just trying to get some boys in a sleeping bag, but I know you ain't about that, man. I know you ain't like that. I got faith in you, man. Hey, yo, where's Warner Wolf at, man? Last week he was talking about Karl Malone knocked somebody out on a basketball court, man. That ain't nothing. One time in the shower, Malone turned around real quick, knocked out John Stockton with his penis, man.
Oh, come on.
That's a big brother, man. Yeah.
If your radio sounds funny in the morning, you're listening to Imus in the morning.
Hey, yo, McCord, man, how you doing, man?
I'm fine, Jason.
Hey, you crazy, McCord, man. All y'all are down there crazy, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yes, I do.
Yo, listen, a couple weeks ago, McCord, you reporting on the news about that 20-year-old kid in the funeral home who tried to rape the old lady? Yeah, I was laughing, man, because I was thinking, man, does Mrs. Imus have any brothers, man? You know what I'm saying?
In the morning. Sports Radio 66 WFAN.
Dear John, I'm sure